Afternoon. I was at work this morning till about 10-11 o'clock, and after a 2.5 hour journey I'm here. I've parked down in Capel Curig and I'm heading up towards the Glyderau, and I'm hoping to get to either Glyderau or Glyderau for a camp tonight, and then I'm going to continue over the ridge there, and then tomorrow I'm coming up onto the Carnethai. I was there last week, about a couple of weeks ago, but this time I'm doing some more on the, let's think, on the southeastern side of the Carnethai. So I'm going to crack on now, get up here and then find somewhere to camp. I'll carry in about 5 litres of water because I don't think there's going to be much chance of finding water between here and where I'm camping. Tomorrow won't be too bad because I'm dropping down to, well, there's a few small lakes en route, and there's one where you drop down before I go up onto Egon. So I might find water there. But anyway, get back to you later. There's Moyle Shabod over there. Unfortunately the ice summit's in clag by the look of it. That's supposed to clear later on tonight and into the evening, so we'll just have to see how that goes. Well, we gained a bit of height now, but it looks like the higher tops are all in the clouds, so we'll just see if they clear. It is forecast for them to clear later on this afternoon and into the evening. Chance of a shower, some of them could be quite heavy, but they'll be very hit and miss, I think, and not very prolonged, I hope. Anyway, I'm in the Glyderau. I don't know if I mentioned that to you earlier. I'm just heading up towards some of the higher summits and then over to towards Glyderau and Glyderau. Max is taking the opportunity to have a breather every time he can because it's quite humid. Right, onwards. Looks like there's a DFE group there. Oh, they're coming down, so I'm alright, I think. Anyway, we're heading higher now, so pretty soon we'll be up in the clag. So I'll just do this little video beforehand. Swing round. Moyle Shabod's still in cloud. Continue around that way. Over that way there'll be Snowdon. Usually once you get a bit higher you can see that from here, but I have to see if the clag clears out. Keep going round, and there's a view over to the Carnethai. I'll be returning along there. What day is it? Friday now, so Sunday. Yep. There's a bit of brightness showing through, so I've got a feeling it's going to clear later on this evening. Fingers crossed. Just swing round. Then we're heading up to, I think it's called Folgok. To go up here. You might not be able to see it too well from here, but over there there's Tryfan. Swing round, and then that's the Glyderau. We've reached the summit of Folgok. I'm just going to swing round in a minute and give you the view. You might be able to make out Tryfan behind me there. And there's Glyderau. It's either Glyderau or Glyderau. I'm not sure. It's Glyderau, I think the first one is. But anyway, I'm going to swing the camera around, give you a bit of a view of where I am now. Max is resting again. Because there's hardly any wind and it's quite humid. It's been a hot climb up there. Even more hot than usual because, as I mentioned earlier, I'm carrying 5 litres of water due to not being able to find. I didn't think I'd be able to find any up here. I've just passed a pool. Max has had a drink, but I'd rather have water from free flowing streams if I can. But anyhow, swing round now. There's Glyderau. Go round again. There's Tryfan. Penry Olwen is over the back there. Right, continue on and then find somewhere to camp. Some sunlight breaking through. So as I say, I think it's going to clear a bit. Glyderau looking very moody. There's another view towards Tryfan. Some nice light down there in the valley. On my way up Glyderau. Some wild mountain goats up there. I don't think they're too pleased with Max's presence. He's ignoring him. There's Bristly Ridge behind. Just before there's a nice camp spot if nobody's already there. And I'm going to drop in that. And then tomorrow, as I say, drop down and go on to Tryfan. That one's coming down to say hello to Max. I wonder what he makes of him, because he's the favorite. He has seen goats, but I think that's the closest he's been to him. Right, we'll carry on. There's Tryfan from camp. There's Falgok. It's quite midgy, so I'm going to have to get these midge coils lit in a minute, I think. There's the Trailstar. And that's Glyderau. Got the Trailstar pitched. I've put the inner in and the mat, but it's quite midgy round here. Not too bad where I'm sitting now because there's a bit of a breeze. So I've lit a midge coil in there, smoke them out. And while I'm waiting for that, I'm sitting on this lovely little rock looking down onto Tryfan and the Ogwyn Valley. And I've had a whiskey as well. And my water's boiling now, so I'll just have a coffee. Might even have dinner out, but it's a perfect weather for it. As you can see, water's boiling away. I'll take that off, blow the stove out. And that's the good thing about these speedster stoves. You just blow them out and light it whenever you need. I've filled that up with meth, so that'll do quite a few brews before I have to fill it again. I'm going to have this coffee anyway, and I'll get back to you a bit later. Oh yeah, it's finally cleared out, just like I thought it would. Hopefully behind me you can see Tryfan there. I've camped above it because I want to try and go on there early tomorrow morning to avoid the crowds. But weather permitting, I should go on there, and as long as I can get Max up safely, obviously, because I've no problem getting up myself. But Max does tend to try and make his own way up, and then if I don't watch him, he'll be back down at the bottom. So I'll just see how that goes. But anyway, I'll swing round now, just show you where I'm camped. There's my shabad. I'm just starting on dinner. Just boiling the water for my starter, which my starter's always a couple of cup of soups. I'm in the Trailstar. I've got the Uxworks in it with me, and I'm glad I have really, because it's very midgy. When I first put the Trailstar up, I lit a couple of midge coils, and I had a coffee outside because it was nice and warm. But I've just got into the Trailstar just to relax a little bit before starting my main meal, and I've just been able to open the doors. You can see water's boiling, ready for my starter, but I've got a midge coil burning over there and one right in the doorway there, and that's my view towards Penleith Rack, the slippery witch. Right, my water's boiled, so I'm going to have my soup. Get back to you later. Morning, it's 4 o'clock. Just woke up, just made myself a coffee because I've glanced outside the Trailstar. There's my alarm going off. Set the alarm just in case I oversleep. But I've glanced outside the Trailstar and there's some really nice pre-morning glow. I'll just swing the camera around in a minute and show you that. I don't know if that's picking that up, but it looks beautiful. It looks as though I'm going to have a nice sunrise. So I'm just having a coffee, then I'll start packing away a bit because I want to get up onto Tryfan before the crowds arrive. Morning, it's about 4:30 and there's already a breath of wind. There's some nice colours showing through, so we should have a good sunrise. Just started packing away so I can get an early start off to Tryfan. I can already feel there's midges coming out, so as soon as the sun comes up I'll just have a bit of breakfast and get out. Right, so I'm just going to crack on packing the rest of the gear away, and then we'll set off towards Tryfan. Max is over there doing his early morning roll. I don't know if you can quite make him out over there. There's a Trailstar. I'll set about getting everything packed away. Nice morning glow on Glyderau. Pan down Bristly Ridge. Look at that. Max is impatient to go, just having breakfast, and then we're going to set off down here. And on to there. On our way to Tryfan now. I've just descended from our camp on Glyderau. It's a beautiful still morning. There's no wind, so it's going to be a warm one, but it's perfect to get up onto Tryfan. Every time I've come so far, it's been in cloud, shall we say, so there wasn't much point in climbing up there. So, time to tick it off now. I'll get back to you a bit further up. Might have to put the poles away in a bit. stop and put the poles away. We're very near the top of Tryfan now. See Adam and Eve. I don't think I'll be jumping them. Not with this pack on anyway, so I'll swing around and show you the summit in a minute. But there's a view looking back there towards Glyderau, where I spent last night. And so once on the summit, I'm going to get some photos from various points around here, because the weather's absolutely glorious. You can see over there towards Egon and the rest of the Glyderau. The Glyderau is over there, but I'm heading over them later. Then over there onto Egon, and then I want to head out to it's either, I think it's a Glyderau. Go on there. I might do a Glyderau. Right, we've reached the summit now. There's Adam and Eve behind me. And now I'm not feeling brave enough to jump it. Not with this pack on anyway. The views from up here are absolutely superb. Just swing round a bit. Bit of a drop down there. Try and do this while I'm holding the camera, but I don't know if I can. Rock's fairly polished here. Yep. Right, I'm just going to have to sit down. Get down here, I think. I think the sensible thing to do would be to turn the camera off, but just trying to get a bit of video. Very polished, the rock up here, due to the amount of people, visitors, I dare say. There's a view down to Glyderau. And that's where I'm heading next, on to Egon. And I think in the distance there you can see Glyderau. Head over to there. Or is it? Oh, I think Glyderau is over that way actually. Just heading up towards Glyderau. I might not go on the summit, I might just cut across and go to, because I've got to go up onto Egon. Some of the summits over there. behind me there you can see Ygarn Cliffs and Ygarn, so that'll be a hot walk up there. And I've got to go, well I'm going over to Glyderau, back there, do a few more over the other side which I've already done before, and then work out where to camp tonight, whether to cross the valley and go up onto the Carnify somewhere around Penrhyn Wen, or whether to stay on this side. Either way, tomorrow I've got to get back down to Capelcurig. That would make a wonderful place for a wall camp, plenty of flat spots there, so I've marked that down, that's one for future. That'd make a good winter pitch, that. Last final scramble to the summit of Glyderau. It should be a nice little enjoyable scramble, that. But if you don't like heights, then this ain't a route for you really. I'll swing round in a minute and just show you a view back down where we've just come up. That's where we've just come from down there. I did think I'd be able to cut across and get to Ygarn. Should have looked at the map closer. I'd have realised that there's a valley between us and where I am now in Ygarn, so. But still, taking a breather with Max, trying to keep him cool. Looking down the Caribbean Ridge over towards Penrhyn Wen, and there's a bit of exposure on this. It's a nice little scramble though. See you right on the edge. Looking back to Tryfan, and I'll just see if we'll show you the upward route. Got a bit more of a climb, and then we got that last little bit what we got to get over, which is going to be a last final push to the summit. Yeah, I'll get up there and get back to you in a bit. Right, we're top of the scrambly bit now. Should be an easy walk out to Glyderau summit from here. It was hard work in places, that was, especially Max, having to lift him up. But we've made it. Just hope it ain't been too hard on Max's paws. Resting him every now and again. He's quite warm now, so we're going to find somewhere cool, and then hopefully the other side of there, Glyderau, we drop down and there's a pool the other side, so I'll let him cool off in there for a bit before we head back up to Ygarn. Near the summit now, swing round, there's a lovely view over Cribgoch and Snowdon over there, and the other ridge, I forget what that one's called, I've been over there, I camped about 3/4 of the way up there, about 4 or 5 years ago. Swing round, give it a look back towards Glyderau, and the castles in the wind, they're down there. So I'm just going to get onto this summit here and then drop down, cool Max down, back onto Ygarn. Last time I was here I nicknamed them the Rooks, because from a certain position, I think I've just took a photo of it, they do look like a group of crying rooks. There's Snowdon looking mighty fine. I'm just going to pop down to a camp spot I used a few years back, which is not too far from here. It's on some level flat ground down there. Have some lunch and then carry on to Egon. On my way down from Glyderau, and I found this lovely spring. It's coming straight out the hillside, there's nothing further up. Max is just filling up with water. I've already filled up 5 litres, and if you look at it, it's crystal clear, lovely and cool as well. So I'm just going to mark this down in View Ranger, because water spots like this are handy to know, especially with the conditions we've had over the last few weeks. Just come off Egon on our way over to Glyderau, and then find somewhere to camp. We're on the way up to Glyderau now. There's Egon in the distance. Beyond that's the Glyders. Beside the Glyders, Glyderau is part of the Glyders. That's where we're heading. Up there. And then find somewhere to camp. Reach to Glyderau. It's quite breezy up here. Fantastic view from around there, from off this summit rather. I'll just pan the camera around and show you the view from here. Glyderau. And then over to Snowdon. Evening. I'm pitched up just below the summit of Glyderau. It's a bit windier tonight. It's not too bad though, it's keeping the midges away, I suppose. I've got a lovely view over the North Wales coast from my last camp. Tomorrow I'll be heading back towards Capel Curig and then back home. It's been a wonderful trip. The weather has been superb, wall to wall sunshine, but I'll just swing round now and show you the view what I'm looking at tonight in camp. There's the North Wales coast, and where I am, just down below me, there's a reservoir. I can't remember the name, but I will put it on screen. When I get out to do a bit of camp footage in a minute, I'll walk down well, walk the short distance over to the edge there and show you down to the lake, and then we're on pitch tonight. Got the Star set up ready, mats, everything ready to go. So it's just a case of waiting to see what this sunset's going to be like, and then after filming that I'll probably have dinner and then get some sleep. To be honest, I'm knackered. I was up at 4 o'clock this morning. For some reason I didn't get much sleep last night. I kept waking every hour or so. So I was up at 4 because I wanted an early start to get up onto Tryfan, and I managed to get up there. There was just one person who got to the summit a few minutes after me, so that's a result. Avoiding most of the crowds. And yeah, I'm just going to drink this coffee I've made, and then I'll get back to you a bit later. There's the summit of Glyderau. View out over the North Wales coast. And there's my pitch for tonight. There you can see Penry Owen and the rest of the Cardiff. I'll just take you down to where this lake is now, or reservoir. I've showed it you earlier on when we was on the way here, but I'll just show you how close to it I am. There you go. Morning. Looks as though the weather's changed. We're in Clag at the moment. Every now and again you get a brief clearance. It looks very atmospheric where you can see the hills surrounding me and the coast. I woke up around 4:30, just glanced out and I could see that there was no chance of a sunrise, so went back to sleep. It's about 20 to 6 now. Just making myself a coffee, and then I'll get ready to walk back to Capel Curig. Packed up, ready to move on. Just a Trailstar to take down. You can see it's a moody looking morning. Hoping it'll stay dry. One last swing round over the coast before we leave. Right, so I'm going to crack on and I'll get back to you when we get down. today. Once I reach Ygarn, it's all down then, down to the valley, then along the Nant Benlong path back to Capel Curig. Drop down off Ygarn. What a difference a day makes. We've gone from hardly any wind, quite hot and humid, to very windy today, and it's got quite a chill to it, the wind has. You can see the wind swirling over the top of Ygarn there. I've just dropped down a few metres and I'm out the wind, up on top in Glyderau. We're on our way down now, so just show you the route I'm heading on. That's my descent path down towards Glyderau, and then I've got a short walk along the road to pick up the main, I think it's Nant Benlong or whatever, path back to Capel Curig. Back up to Ygarn. Maxie's cooling down. There's Tryfan. Climb that on this trip. Now we're just going to head over here and head on. It's been a fantastic trip. 2 days in glorious sunshine. Bit of winds and clag today, but it's nice down in the valleys. Thanks for watching the video. Any suggestions as to how I can make my videos better, just drop me a line, because it is still very much a work in progress, but I do appreciate all your subscriptions and taking the time to watch. Until my next trip, safe travels.